Hi everyone. So yesterday I went over how to make some bubble letters. So I hope some of you explored that and had some fun with that. So today what I'm going to show you is if you have something in bubble letters that you love that is going to turn into a full artwork, and a full artwork again is an artwork that the space is full, you've completed it, it's not scribbly, it's something that you're really proud of. I've got, you did it on some better paper. I'm going to show you today how you can add something called a shadow or a drop shadow. So that would be on this piece. You can see how certain pieces I've made really dark or thicker lines, and then other pieces I left thinner lines. So I like to do this. If you're going to cut your piece out, you don't have to. I like to do the shadowing part before I cut. So with that, you're going to actually need a thicker Sharpie. Some of them aren't Sharpie brand, they're just other permanent markers, and that's no problem. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and, actually before I use this, I'm gonna go ahead and use a regular size Sharpie. That makes more sense. So I've got two Sharpies, a thicker one and a thinner regular one. And I'm going to go ahead and trace all of my pencil lines. Now mine aren't all pencil lines, but that's because I want to make sure that you could see from the video really well. So you're going to trace everything. And Sharpie doesn't erase, of course, so this is what it's going to be like. Also remember that Sharpie can bleed through your paper. I know this is a very thick paper, so mine isn't bleeding through, but we might have to get some messy mats out if you choose to use Sharpie, because we of course don't want any ending up on the table. All right, so I'm not gonna finish my whole Shazam here, but let me go over the A and the R. How about that? Take your time. Because again, if you make a mistake, then you're going to need to turn it into a beautiful oops. All right. So one thing I wanted to mention too while I'm doing this is Sharpies are really nice art materials. So we only use them for final projects. And we also treat them with kindness and respect. So we make sure that all Sharpies, of course, have their lid really snapped on. And then when I go to return them, I'm going to return them to their proper container, make sure it's the right size, and always put your Sharpies or markers too upside down. It helps them live longer. All right, so for the drop shadowy bit, I am going to pick just half of each letter to color extra dark. So for example, I am not going to color this half, but I'm going to color this half. And I'm using this and I'm paying attention to the direction because there's a skinny side and a big side. Wow, do you see how dramatic that is? All right, so on this I need to go right here too, because I didn't do this side, so that means I do this side. I don't do this side, so I do this side. All right, got a little piece right here. So think of it like left or right side of the letter. And the other thing you need to do is either the top or the bottom. I'm gonna go with the bottom. Oh, I need this piece. Wow, now that could take some getting used to. If you're like, I don't really know which side is the right side to do. Again, practice in your sketchbook. Sometimes I just use a pencil and kind of color a little bit where I think it should go. And then before I do any Sharpie work, I look at it and think, ooh, is that right? And if it is, great, just Sharpie right over it. And if it's not, then you can make adjustments. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the R so you can see again. All right. I want to make it the same pattern. So on this side, on the left side, I'm not adding the shadow, but on the right side I am. And this is a bottom, so I want to go ahead. And then on the right side, I'm not adding a shadow. Or excuse me, the left side, I'm not adding a shadow, but on the right side, I am. Ooh, it turns here. I kind of have to be careful because I don't want to go on the right side. Or excuse me, I keep switching them. On the left side, I'm only going on the right side. And then I'm going on the right side, right side, right side. Ooh, it's turning into the top. And on the top, I'm not doing tops, I'm doing bottoms. Just top or bottom. And then with here,